One by one, Rusty Cox creates plates of art as executive chef at the Hideout restaurant in Cranbrook. However, that's just the beginning of this chef's artistic ability.
I started off with sugar and chocolate sculptures, and I saw someone do an ice sculpture once and it intrigued me, so I went to the hardware store and bought the cheapest chisels I could find, hopped in the freezer for 3.5 hours and made a beaver. It wasn't great, but that's how I started.
To be a successful ice carver, you need 3 things: creativity, patience, and of course, a tolerance for cold temperatures.
I'm Central Alberta farm boy. I love the cold weather. I don't like summer at all, so it appealed to me being in the freezer and working, and it was fun, the fact that it's physical work, and I like that growing up on the farm. It's something you can do with your hands. It's a nice sense of accomplishment.
Edmonton's Steve Buzak got his start while taking culinary arts at the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology.
When I did my training at NAID in Edmonton, I had the opportunity to first touch ice, and then from there I got the bug.
Like Cox, Buzak enjoys the dynamic nature which working with ice presents.
It's only there for a moment, depends on the weather. It could last hours or maybe a few days if you're lucky.
The two carvers would meet in 1999 as chefs at the Fairmont Hot Springs Resort. After teaming up, they would begin competing across Canada and eventually internationally. Buzak says the duo's contrasting styles make them a strong team.
We both like to carve something out of the box, which is not standard, and we push each other. So I may be the guy that says, slow down, let's take a walk and look around, and Rusty helps push to make sure we're getting it done.
Along the way, the pair were even approached for a part in a reality TV show. However, the project never went ahead as the show's producers complained that Cox and Buzak get along too well.
Steve and I don't fight, and I think that was one of the reasons that they didn't make the show, because they wanted kind of that Duck Dynasty thing where everybody fights, and it's interesting with power tools and alcohol. That's not us.
In January, Cox and Buzak would represent Canada at the International Ice and Snow Sculpture Festival in Harbin, China, where they would take on a field of 32 teams and finish second overall.
We were in shock, absolutely in shock. This is one of the most prestigious and largest competitions in the world, so it's a huge honor.
As a result of their second place finish, they would leave China with a nearly $1,600 prize and a huge sense of accomplishment. For Go in Cranbrook, I'm James Farnan.